With the start of the college football season right at our doorstep, let's go ahead and take a look at the CFP title odds headed into 2018, brought to you by BetDSI. And of course, naturally, the Alabama Crimson Tide come in at number 1 with plus 260. And don't worry about penciling the Crimson Tide in the playoff. Go ahead and bring out the Sharpie and write it in ink. Alabama is an overwhelming favorite to repeat as national champions, and who can really argue this? Nick Saban may have college football's best defensive line and linebacker group this season, and has a former SEC Offensive Player of the Year who's 26-2 as a starter and will likely be quarterback 2 for the Crimson Tide. An overflow of riches in Tuscaloosa with an easy schedule to boot is a good combo for Nick Saban and company heading into 2018. Taking it now, the Clemson at plus 430. The talent is scary this season for Dabo Swinney, who, barring unforeseen collapse during the regular season, will lead the Tigers to their 4th consecutive playoff berth. Clemson's defense is as scary as ever, with 4 early round draft picks at the line of scrimmage, along with several other guys in the secondary who will be playing on Sundays very soon. The talent gap between the haves and the have-nots in the ACC is considerable, which is why we've seen the Tigers run away with 3 consecutive conference championships. Alongside Alabama, Clemson looks to be a lock into competing for the national title when it's all said and done. Taking it to Ohio State now, out of the 3 perceived frontrunners, Ohio State odds to win the CFP seem the most volatile right now. On top of Urban Meyer being suspended for the first 3 games of the season, OSU has an inexperienced quarterback at the helm in Dwayne Haskins. And with that being said, this could be the most explosive Urban Meyer era if Haskins is able to make a smooth transition. The Buckeyes are loaded at running back, go 6 deep at wide receiver, and feel good about what they have coming back up front. If Ohio State wins the Big Ten with a 12-1 regular season, the selection committee is not keeping Meyer's group out of it this time. Let's take it to Georgia now at plus 830. Faced with replacing 6 elite level starters, there's been a lot of talk concerning Georgia's defense as a mixed bag in 2018. However, the receiving corps is back, 4 returning starters up front, and they still have true freshman quarterback back in 2017, Jake Fromm, coming with 1 year under his belt. Not to mention Georgia's backfield reloads following Nick Chubb and Sony Michel's departure with impressive depth. But defense will be the Bulldogs' calling card, and there's 8 experienced upperclassmen starters who will carry the team, led by expert pass rush specialist DeAndre Walker and Jonathan Ledbetter, and lockdown quarter DeAndre Baker. Up next, we have the Michigan Wolverines with the 5th best odds to win the CFP, and that might raise a few eyebrows for some folks. Even if Shea Patterson is the answer to the team's inconsistencies at quarterback, Michigan will have to get through at least 4 out of the 5 games this fall versus top 15 teams to win the division and beat out another quality opponent in Indianapolis. Not to mention, they'll be without the talent of Tariq Black for the unforeseen future. I do like the Wolverines' odds to make some noise in the Big Ten, but the CFP, I don't know, we'll just have to see. All right, guys, but I have to know from you, who is your pick to win the CFP in 2018? If you're asking me, I think it has to be the Alabama Crimson Tide. They are looking too scary heading into this season, and I really think Nick Saban and co can repeat once again.